Every Batman says he's Gotham's greatest protector, but let's be honest, some of them they do protect Gotham, while some others they just look like they are protecting some credit card company's quarterly profits.
Huh?
Yeah, I know, it's not a good joke at all, but I will admit I write jokes from ChatGPT, so thanks to AI. Cause I'm not a comedian, I'm just a superhero fan. Over the last 80 years, Batman has changed more than any superhero ever created. From carrying guns to refusing to kill, from dancing around, yes, he has danced a lot, to brutally breaking bones. From a simple black sedan to literal military tanks, every generation has their own Batman. Hey everyone, I'm your Super-Palash, and today we're gonna discuss about different versions of Batman and their Batmobile, including movies and TV series. Not all of them, just like maybe top 10 I guess, starting from 1940s till now. So starting with the first Batman, which was a 1943 black and white TV show, and the actor who played Batman was Lewis Wilson. This version of Batman's Batmobile was mainly inspired or quite similar, we can say, from 1939 Cadillac Series 75 convertible. And there's a fun fact, and it's quite funny actually, that whenever Batman used to drive his Batmobile, it was with closed top, and with the same car but top open, he used to drive as Bruce Wayne. It's just like Clark Kent is Superman, but no one can recognize him just because he wears glasses. I mean, doesn't make sense, right? Well, I think it's because it's DC, not Marvel, so. Anyways, let's move forward with our second Batman, which was again a black and white TV show from 1949. And it was Batman and Robin, played by Robert Lowery. And this show, well, there's nothing interesting to discuss, but the Batmobile was quite similar to the previous one, the 1944 one, and same again, top closed is Batman, top open is Bruce Wayne, Superman logic, which is no logic at all. And after almost 20 years, we got another Batman live action show from year 1966 till 1968, and this time it was a colored show, not a black and white like before. And it was well branded, especially the Batmobile, which was black and red, and it was quite different than any other Batmobiles ever. And the show looked really colorful, and comic-like text used to show on the screen whenever there used to be some fight scenes with any villains or something. And another fact about this version of Batmobile, that whenever Batman had to make a U-turn or just turn anywhere, he used to literally use 2 parachutes just to turn around the Batmobile, because obviously it wasn't practical, it was just for the brand, just to sell the show to kids or younger fans. Now comes the more darker and more brooding version of Batman. Both movies directed by Tim Burton in 1989, which was Batman, and 1992, which was Batman Returns. And Michael Keaton played Batman and Bruce Wayne in both the movies.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
This was almost 23 years after the 1966 Batman TV show, and this time it was genuinely a darker version of Batman, not just someone who dances or jokes around. Even the Batmobile of this version's Batman is just so iconic that even GTA Online has this version of Batmobile, not any other versions. Although initially people didn't like Michael Keaton as Batman, and also the actor who played Joker, I'm sorry I forgot the name of the actor, but after the movie came out, all the DC fans, DC comic fans I would say, were so happy and so satisfied and there were just posters and merchandises everywhere of this Batman movies. And now talking about the Batmobile. This time Batman didn't have to use any parachutes to make a U-turn. Well, thank God, right? So this time Batman used a grappling hook to make a turn or U-turn. So it's much better than wasting 2 parachutes every single time, right? And after these 2 movies, in the same year, 1992, we got another animated version of Batman in Batman the Animated Series. And the actor who played was Kevin Conroy, who didn't play, he just gave his voice to the character for the animation, of course. I don't know why I'm explaining all these obvious things, but this was one of the best animated Batman shows. And the Batmobile in this animated show is like if you take Tim Burton's Batmobile and you flatten it into the shape of 1966 Batman TV show's Batmobile, and you swap out all of those swoopy goth elements that Burton put it, and you go for something a little bit more elegant, more refined and more restrained, and you have got the animated series Batmobile. This Batmobile, I would say it was pretty iconic and one of the most stylish Batmobiles ever. Now after this animated series, we got another live action Batman movie in year 1995, Batman Forever. And this time it wasn't Tim Burton directing the movie, it was Joel Schumacher. Because the studios wanted more light-toned Batman movie to sell more merch and toys to kids and everyone, because that's what they want, money, right? And so he did made the movie light-toned after using so many neon, laser and fluorescent paints, which looks kind of weird in Batman movie. And this version of Batman, the Val Kilmer's Batman, his Batmobile can drive vertically. Yes, vertically on walls as well. This sounds weird in a Batman movie, right? Doesn't seem practical at all. I mean, all superheroes are impractical in real life, but still as compared to other versions. But just wait for the next version, which was played by George Clooney in Batman and Robin and directed by the same director, Joel Schumacher. In year 1997, we got one of the most worst Batman versions ever in Batman and Robin. Now in this version, the Batmobile had open view because previously the glasses used to be kind of matte black. So now we can see Batman sitting in his Batmobile. And the reason I'm saying that this version of Batman is one of the, well, the worst Batman ever, because I don't know what the studios were thinking and the director as well while doing this. Just look at it. Look. Just looks so bad, I can't even say it out loud. Well, anyways, let's just move on to our next Batman, which was in the Dark Knight Trilogy, directed by Christopher Nolan from year 2005 till 2012. And since Batman Begins till The Dark Knight Rises, the whole trilogy was just so awesome and so cool. And we were now back to the dark, grim and gritty version of Batman. Although there's no fun in the design of this version's Batmobile, but it's fully functional unlike ever before. And it's not even Batmobile properly, we can say. It's more of a military tumbler, and it has tank-like shape. It's like fully ripped. And this was originally made for these movies. It wasn't made anywhere else. What fans like about this movie was practicality and pure force, not style. And to be honest, this approach might actually work for Batman even in future, but not for different characters like, for example, Superman. I mean, Superman, who's about hope, who's about light and to save people, not become a farmer who farms aura. And this tone only goes with characters like Batman. Even in comics since 1970, this dark and gritty tone has been carried forward. The most nicest things about these movies, about the trilogy I like, is all the villains from Scarecrow, Joker, and then Bane, was it? Yeah, Bane. All three were just so badass. Like, especially the Joker, of course, every one of you will agree to me that the Joker was the best villain ever of the whole trilogy. Now, few opinions of mine, that the Batman of Christian Bale was really nice and badass, but not a very good Bruce Wayne portrayal, I would say. And villains from Scarecrow to Joker and Bane, all three were really great, just great. And the Joker especially was one of the best villains ever in the whole, not just whole trilogy, but in most of the superhero movies. And about Batman, I didn't like was his made up voice. That heaviness in his voice just felt so fake, and the mouth area on his cowl and the ear thing was just so bad. But anyways, this was over thanks to this studio right here. I cannot take the name for obvious reasons. And now we got different version of Batman in year 2016 in Batman v Superman, and this time it was Ben Affleck. Everyone again underestimated that he's not gonna pull off a nice and great Batman, as brutal and as dark as in comics, but especially in this movie, not the Justice League of 2017, but this one, it was one of my favorite movies of that time. And the movie feels like every single frame of the movie, we can just take a screenshot and set it as wallpaper, or feels like some masterpiece painting. Talking about the Batmobile, now we are swinging back to that grey, militaristic and armored version of Batmobile. And it was way more cooler than any Batmobiles ever, no doubt with that, but not comic accurate at all. And talking about this version of Batman, I genuinely loved this version of Bruce Wayne and Batman both. The actor Ben Affleck did a really great job, and you can see him as both Bruce Wayne and Batman. But one of the worst thing about this Batman is his Joker. He's just walking movie flopper but with makeup. I mean, he's obviously not comic accurate, but he's just one of the worst Jokers ever we have seen in all the Batman shows and movies. Let's just move on to the next universe's Batman, unlike Zack Snyder and his fans. Now comes the Batman in year 2021, directed by Matt Reeves, and its sequel is coming soon next year, 2027. And Batman was played by none other than our Robert Pattinson. Oh, not this type of Robert Pattinson, but this brutal and dark and serious looking Robert Pattinson. He looks serious, right? And this is the first time when Batmobile is a muscle car. And the Batmobile looks similar or inspired from Plymouth Barracuda, which is just built for speed and performance and doesn't have any built-in weapons, because that's what Batman is supposed to be. Even in comics, he believes in no killing. Feels light and dark at the same time. This version of Batman is more of a detective, although I feel like they should explore more his Bruce Wayne side of persona rather than just him being a detective and Batman. But still, I genuinely love it. And with his detectiveness, it feels like he's more grounded than any versions of Batman. So looking at all of these versions of Batmobiles over the decades, I hope it's clear that all these Batmobiles are not just cars or gadgets for himself. It is part of his character. it reflects how he changes over the years. And he has changed from light to dark and back again. And along with that, even his Batmobiles keep on changing its shape, size, design, and power again and again to reflect that. And also, it looks pretty cool, I guess. Now, this was all about my top 10 list of different versions of Batman and their Batmobiles. But I am genuinely excited for the new DCU's, James Gunn's DCU version of Batman, which I hope they start filming and first of all start writing the script very soon. And also excited for Batman Part 2 next year. So let's see what happens in both movies and in both version of Batman, what they do in the movies. So I hope you genuinely loved this kind of video, because I wanted to try something other than Marvel, of course because of your opinions, and also I like Batman. And I hope to see you soon in the next video. Till then, take care and just stay nerdy as it is, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Please God, help us. Who's gonna save us now? Oh, Superman is here to save us. Oh.